Immortal animals. We're talking animals that don't want to die. Animals that ain't ready to kick the bucket. They're wanting to hang around for another century or two. And we've talked about Greenland sharks before in these videos, but like, I don't think you all really appreciated. Hold on, this donkey is really. Are you done? All right, Greenland sharks, guys, are crazy, okay? The oldest known Greenland shark is estimated to be slightly over 500 years old, which is nuts considering that we just officially discovered them in 1801. We have technically never seen a Greenland shark die of old age. Think about that. Scientists have never seen a Greenland shark kick the bucket from being too old. It hasn't happened in our lifetime. They're like the real lives elves on Lord of the Rings. Like, we know that it could happen, but we just don't ever see it. That means there's Greenland sharks out there that could have seen samurai, that could have seen knights and like castles and stuff. Like, how cool is that? I mean, I don't think they'd be popping up top of the water like looking around, but maybe, who knows? And how they age these guys is by like, there's like a protein deposit in their eye and they can like carbon date that. Super neat, super interesting. But like, we don't even know if they can die of old age. Like, we just assume they do, but no one's actually seen it. Next, it's going to be boring. It's the immortal jellyfish. It lives forever. It's not even sentient, which means it doesn't even know that itself exists. It just kind of floats around. That would be dog shit. I would hope somebody would just tear me apart and just end it for me. Next is planarian flatworms. And this goofy little son of a bitch, he has eyes. Look at him. Look at those little eyes on there. It looks like that little toy that you put on the invisible string, you know, and you can like pull it around, that little invisible worm looking thing. It freaks me out. Anyhow, if you cut this thing in half, it will just become two bodies now. Super neat and interesting. But they cannot physically die of old age. Their cells regenerate too efficiently to die of old age. Scientists are actually studying this and the Greenland sharks and other animals on this list to see how we can incorporate it into us, because it has a lot to do with their metabolism, weirdly or not. So next is the Hydra. And we're not talking like Captain American Hydra, you know, the Agents of Hydra. We're talking about this weird looking little thing. And it really will, like if you cut it into pieces, it will just grow more of its own kind out. It's nuts. They live forever technically because of this, because if any part of it's dying, that part of the body can just fall off and they can just grow that part again. Insane. There's more out there like the sea bear, which that's boring. That's like microbiology. I ain't getting into all that. Even though you can throw them in lava and they still won't die. It's incredible. Anyhow, the last one on the list is going to be lobsters. That's right. Lobsters technically don't die of old age the way humans do. Even though they do die of like becoming old and like they have trouble molting, because like every time they molt, they technically get like slightly bigger. And then eventually they can get too big where they can't molt out of their own shell. But technically, if you helped a lobster molt forever, it would just live forever. They're working on that right now, by the way. You can actually look it up, but like, it just blows my mind. And I would like to think that somewhere out there, there's like a group of lobsters who help each other molt, and in the deep Mariana Trench, there is like a Leviathan lobster that would just be as big as a whole like cruise ship. That would be so cool. If you like this weird, obscure animal knowledge, like just follow us, man. We do it all the time.